In a second, I'm going to show you how to incorporate sniffing in your dog walk. But first you need to understand why it's such a bad idea for you to just go out and let your dog sniff that entire walk. I'm Instructor Carol. Welcome back to McCann Dogs. Does this look like your walks? Your dog's oblivious of you and just sniffing or checking out distractions? I get so many students that say, oh, it's not fair. I don't want my dog to have to walk nicely at my side. I want them to be able to sniff. It's their walk. Well, I like to think that it's both my walks. I like to think that everything in life is about my dog and I. It's not about something's mine or theirs. It's together. But I need to know that we have a great relationship. I want my dog to want to interact. So yes, there's times where they totally ignore me and I totally ignore them. But when I want to interact, they want that. And I really want my dogs to have the chance to run free, get exercise, and be able to be a dog. And in order to let them truly be a dog, I need to get them off leash and I need them to be safe. When I see dogs just sort of out on their sniff walk for the dog, I cringe because I know that's never going to build the relationship that I think people could have with their dog, that you could have with your own dog. Now, I had a long line on Emma. But if you noticed, I didn't give her much of that line. She didn't get a lot of freedom. Some people think I'm going to put the long line on and I'm going to have my dog out sniffing, and whenever they turn back to me, I'm going to reward them. I do that when the dogs are a little older, and I know that they're likely to look back at me quite often. But at this point, I might go for a full hour with Emma. She might never look back at me. And for dogs that love that freedom and maybe aren't food motivated or aren't as bonded, some dogs aren't as aware of people, I might never get any progress at all. So I'm not going to give a total freedom and not let her get rewarding for ignore me. I'm going to provide that for looking at me. I don't want to confuse you. I do want you to understand that just letting your dog sniff for an entire walk is not going to build that trust, that teamwork, that respect, that great relationship, nor is it going to teach your dog to walk nicely with you. It's also not leash walking. It's not teaching your dog to walk nicely at your side. What it is going to do is by putting sniffing on your terms, it is going to build that great relationship. It's going to increase your value and your dog's focus on you. So I'm not going to let her sniff. If I just let that head go down, oh, good girlie. Now she's oblivious of me. I'm not building any value for me at all. And I want a dog that's going to interact with me, that likes to interact with me, and that I can let off leash so they can sniff all they want, run all they want, but that I can know that I can have a recall, call them back to make sure they're safe. So I'm going to prevent that nose from going to the ground. I'm not yanking on her, not pulling. I'm just going to keep a little tension. Now, she has no value for me. We've just met. She's in a brand new spot. She's a young pup. So she has no value, or you may have a pup that's wild and crazy, gets out here and can't think at all in this new environment. So I'm not looking for her to walk 20 minutes at my side. I'm just looking for her to check in a little bit with me so that I can give her that freedom, that chance to sniff. Now, notice I'm just holding the leash up. I'm not yanking. I'm not causing her to look, other than just a little bit of tension up. I could even move a couple of steps. I've got that tension towards me. I'm not letting her sniff. Now, are you asking yourself, what the heck was she doing there and why was she doing that? What I'm doing is putting the sniffing on my terms. You're going to put it on your terms with your dog. Your dog's going to get to sniff, get freedom when they pay attention to you, even for a second. Forget food, forget toys. That freedom for most dogs is such a huge reward. So you're going to get tons more attention, tons more value on you. So we need to prevent that. So I had that line on to prevent her from sniffing till she gave me just the tiniest bit of attention, and then go away. You get your freedom to go sniff. Right, girlie? Yeah. Woo. I'm just going to place that sit. Oh, good girlie. Good work. And now I'm going to, because I haven't got a look at me, I'm going to settle for this. Ready? Okay, you can go sniff. Yes. I often say go scramble. That's my dog's command, that they're now on their own time. So she sees the difference when she needs to be respectful of me and walk nicely without dragging me down the street, and times when she can go out there and just sniff around, look around. Now, That's been long enough for a young dog, so I'm just going to encourage her back. Hey, girly. Yeah. So that little gentle tension on the leash. Back towards up and a bit towards me. And I might just stop again if motion is too exciting. She's seeing distractions, she wants to look around. I'm just going to work a little bit of waiting. Good. Good. So that's even a little bit of respect. I'm going to see if I could get a little more of attention. Oh, good girly. Yes. Okay, go sniff. Now, you can say, why let your dog sniff at all if that's the case? And absolutely, with some dogs, I haven't. You know, I teach leash walking separately, but I'm incorporating this in because the chance to sniff for so many dogs, or freedom, is so valuable. So I can go out, my dog gets that chance with no pressure. They see they're getting a great reward from me, but it goes hand in hand with teaching my dog how to walk at my side and making that valuable in a no distraction setting. I have no doubt that this method would work with Emma, and we would build a relationship and I would get far more attention from her. However, if she was my dog, I've just gotten her today, we don't have that relationship, I would probably start inside, building a little bit of value for me, playing some games, doing some little training drills, so that when we came outside, I've got a little bit more foundation. It really makes it easier on me and a little easier on her. There's something you need to do before every walk, before you step out that door. And it would have made this process so much easier. To find out what that is, check out this video right here. On that note, I'm Instructor Carol. This is Emma. Happy training.